Hello, everybody! And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? An announcement you probably already knew. Yeah. I mean, this announcement is already, as you can see, an hour old. I'm a little late on the train. I might have been asleep at 1 o'clock in the morning. I might have been. Might have been. But I'm here. I'm here now. And I have seen it. I have seen the blessing that Riot has put upon us. We've got hotfix changes. Hotfix changes that will change the meta as we know it. What dominates the meta right now? By no one's surprise, Yordles. But by some people's surprise, depending on if you were paying attention or not, maybe you know about this deck called Kennen Ezreal that's been dominating the ladder. Wow. Then, oh goodness. And then I guess the only way to deal with those decks was Plunder. Really, Plunder was one of the only things that you could use to deal with that deck. Huh? What are these changes? Well, we got Poppy changes, we got Gangplank changes, we got Yordle Explorer, Godblow Seedling, and Kinko Wavebinder. It's all the top decks right now. Love it, love it, love it. Of course, I might make a couple hot takes here. But we'll dive right into it. So first things first, Poppy 3/3 to 2/3. Now I was probably the only soul on Earth that was content with having Poppy at 3/3. Uh, the only issue I found with her being at 3/3 was because of interaction with another card, Yordle Smith, and I honestly would rather Yordle Smith be changed than Poppy, because I think the fact that you can give quick attack to champions is a little bit, especially in the Yordle region with already a bunch of strong cards that buff the attack of other cards. I just thought it just gave too much offense to the region, too much offense, too much power in general to the region. So I would rather have seen a change to Yordle Smith than a change to Poppy. Um, but, uh, but but given the current state of the meta, I'm completely fine with her becoming a 2/3. It it makes sense. It matters a lot. Now she can't buff lecturing Yordle. She can't buff Lulu or Zed or anything like that that has 3 attack, which is good. It's wonderful. And now, the more I talk about it, the more it makes sense that she's a 2/3. But just aesthetically, she looks like she should be a 3/3. Um, Sort of like how Fiora looks like she should be a 3/3, but she's a 3/2 because of balance. But let's move on to Gangplank. Gangplank, 5/5 to 5/4. Does this matter? Well, it matters a bit. I've been playing some games where I'm like, man, especially especially Yasuo games, where I've leveled up Yasuo, and they drop only the Gangplank onto the board, and I have a stun in my hand, and the Gangplank has 6 health, and I'm like, dang, if only if only he had 1 less health, I would be able to cleanly stun and kill this Gangplank with my Yasuo. And now it's a true. I subconsciously in my mind I thought that. But now it's true in the hotfix, and I can't be any more happier. The only way I'd be even happier is if they maybe did something to Sejuani, because I still think her level up condition just outshines a lot of other level up conditions, and yet it's put at the same condition as Gangplanks. Obviously, obviously, just because they were meant to work together. Uh, but 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 still, like, hmm, uh, you could just get away with making Sejuani's a little bit more. That's besides the point. We're talking about the here and now, the hot fixes that we needed, and Gangplank. it's a decent hit to Plunder, which, to be fair, Plunder is only really, it's always been really strong, generally, but it's only particularly strong now because of the influx of Yordle decks. Which, speaking of Yordles, Yordle Explorer, only able to give you attack, is wonderful. It blew my mind. Your There's so many engines in Bandle City that are Yordles. We got Lecturing Yordle, Bandle City Mayor, and there's another one. There's Mama's Home. Oh, the elusive that gives you owlbears um every time you Nexus Strike. There's Point being, there's a lot of uh engines that give you card value that are also Yordles. And giving engines health is really, really annoying because then you can't interact with the engine that's generating them value. It's incredibly frustrating. So, so it's great that they've taken away that aspect. I personally think that Yordle Explorer just shouldn't exist in general. I think Vandal City should just have an overall weakness of being weak against fearsome units. But I understand. I understand. The region must be strong and must be able to do everything. I understand. Um, Godwill is Seedling. Now this one is a change that I am a little bit not on the fence about. I think it's a fine change. Uh, but I'm now debating whether I should keep it in my Yasuo deck or not. Because maybe like the whole benefit of it was I got like if I did it on a defense turn, I get two defense. I got in my next defense turn, I get a blocker. Yeah, another blocker. That's the whole thing. It's like it helped me stabilize a lot. Now it's gonna be end up on my attack turn, which is a big deal. Um, though though it still could be worth it. I think it still could be worth it. Um, in the Yasuo deck, but the whole point of this nerf is to target the Kennen Ezreal deck, as we all know, that is completely out of control and really annoying. If someone knows how to play that deck properly and not just slap Kinku Wayfinder soon as turn 4 when the enemy has removal for Kennen that they can use while their mana is low, then it's hell because they'll just slowly chain out their cannons after one at a time and making sure that uphold a bunch of mana to be able to counteract whatever you do with multiple different recalls. Um, it it it's just too much sometimes. It's sometimes just too much because and the worst part of it all is they deny your removal and then they as a reward for denying your removal on a one mana card, they get more removal on their end. Sorry, this ended up a little ranty, but this is the reason why I've left Kennen for last because I don't particularly like Kennen. I don't particularly like Kennen at all, and this is why I love the Kinku Wayfinder change. Summon two different one cost units. Now, in a lot of the elusive style decks that utilize Kinku Wayfinder with a bunch of the elusives, or maybe my Yasuo deck, who has two different one drops, this doesn't really change all that much. Sometimes you'll end up on a blank if you multi draw like if you drew three of one drop, and then you played this, the new Kinku Wayfinder, you would still have only hit yeah. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. My brain is I just woke up an hour ago. My brain is but basically can't summon multiple cannons reliably, which is wonderful. I love it. Good job, Riot. My brain can't handle how genius you are. Yeah. I'm guessing these are all the yes. Yes, these are all the changes. The changes. See, we got Godwill Got a little seedling, 3 count. Yes, Kinku Wavefire, 2 different 1 cost units. And then we got Poppy, 4 mana, 2/3. And wait, where's the other ones? That's adorable. Yeah, okay. And that's everything, I believe. Yeah, I don't see any of the other. I don't see Gangplank. I wonder why the Gangplank changes in here. Oh, but that's. I look forward to seeing these sometime today. Um, I don't know. I was planning on dropping a Canon video today. We'll see if I drop that video today. With this video in the works, I might do it. I still think I need to work on my Canon deck, especially after these hot fixes, because you really can't. The best way to run Canon was Kinku Wavefinder, and now you might have to change that a bit. But I'll see you all in a bit. Bye bye.